Well, hello. I was just listening last night to an old record I had. I think it's called "What Am I Doing in New Jersey?" It's a George Carlin stand-up, and one of the many hilarious jokes that George does in the record is talking about how a lot of pro-lifers um, are also for the death penalty, and that seems a bit humorously ironic. And I kind of agree; it's a contradiction. But it's more ironic and humorous to me in the sense that I have the opposite contradiction in my own personal makeup because I'm pro-choice, but I'm absolutely 100% couldn't be more against it, against the death penalty. Um, Now, the arguments for and against the death penalty are pretty well rehearsed, and perhaps in a lengthier, more future video, I might go into that a little bit. But I wanted to ask a specific question of anyone who sees this video who may describe themselves as a Christian. Because I have a difficult time understanding how Christians can ever support the death penalty. For several reasons. First and most obviously, Jesus Christ was the victim of capital punishment. And need it be said that he was killed for a crime that he never actually committed. In fact, as far as I can remember, he didn't really commit a crime. So, but, you know, the argument of miscarriages of justice isn't necessarily where I'm going with this. Where I'm going with this is this. If you're a person who believes that Jesus was here to teach us, and that you value the lessons that Jesus taught, and Jesus said things like, I give you this one commandment, love one another, or when your enemy strikes you on the one cheek, offer him the other, or love your enemies. How is it possible, morally or logically, to reconcile that kind of teaching with that guy over there is evil, I think he deserves to die because of the things he's done? To me, it's a complete contradiction. It's absolutely hypocritical to say, love your enemies. Oh, but we're going to kill that guy. So from a Christian standpoint, I just don't get it. It seems to go against the teachings of Christ. The other thing I want to say about it, from a more spiritual point of view, leaving Christian doctrine completely out of it, is this. If you believe in God or a higher power or something like that, it seems fundamentally wrong to support capital punishment on this basis. God decided, in quotation marks, to give this person over here a life. God is the only one who is supposed to have the right to take that life away. So where is my right to take his life away? Well, the answer, of course, is I don't have one. So I don't really understand. Either you think that God is fallible and gives us people who deserve to die, and that you can spot these people, and aren't we lucky that you can, so we can kill the right people. Silly old God, slap God on the wrist. God, you sent us the wrong people. The other alternative to that is, of course, to say that, sometimes people fail and it's not God's fault, and blah, 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 blah. Yeah, but we're still the ones killing them if we execute them. So, if every life has value, how can we execute people? If every life was given by God, how can we execute people? Who gives us the right to execute someone when God decided that person should be born? Now, you might say, well, Paul, if you say all that stuff, how can you possibly be pro-choice? And the answer is, be born. I consider rights to be something more archaic. They used to be called birthrights, and I think the birth part is kind of important there. Anyway, I'm sure I'll go off on that in another video too. I'm feeling kind of like going off on several subjects at the moment, but I'm going to leave it just this one simple question. If you are a Christian, how do you justify within your faith capital punishment? All right? I would welcome any and all responses, whether you're Christian or not, whether you agree with capital punishment or not. I'm always interested in a bit of debate. My mind is open to being changed, I suppose, although I can't imagine an argument that I haven't heard already. But then again, there might be one out there, and I'm open to it. All right, this has Got That Funk. Ciao, y'all.